Hi friends, in this video I want to show you another classical game between Reti and fourth world champion Alekhine. So let me show you this interesting and sharp game. So Reti decided to play g3, of course not the best move for white at first, but also possible. Of course Alekhine decided to push his pawn to the center, e5, knight f3 and e4. Very logical attacking move, knight d4 and d5, and black is satisfied with the possibility of redevelopment of pieces and approximately equal prospects in the middle of the game. And then d3, take on d3, queen d3, and this position is similar to Alekhine defense but the opposite color. Knight f6, bishop g2, check on b4, and then exchange on d2, castle and c4. Nice move by white. Knight a6, take on d5, knight b4, queen c4, and knight b to d5, knight from d2 to b3, c6, and castle. This position is equal, and let me show you some more moves a bit faster. Rook e8, rook d1, bishop g4, rook to d2, queen c8, knight c5, and bishop h3. And of course Alekhine wants to exchange light square bishops. Bishop f3, bishop g4, bishop g2, bishop h3, bishop f3, bishop g4, and Reti decided to not repeat this position, and he wants to play for a win, so finally he played bishop h1 and then h5, very standard move, and by exchanging the pawns black seeks to weaken g3 pawn. Okay, before a6, rook c1, h4, standard move for black, a4, take on g3, take on g3, and queen c7. b5, consistent but at least very risky move. Then ab, and rook e3. And of course Alekhine was a very sharp chess player, and now he decided to sacrifice the rook. So let me show you some more moves. If Reti take pawn e3, then of course queen e3 with the check, and if you want the knight e3 with a checkmate, and of course bishop g2 is the best move in this position, but also knight e3 with the fork on c4, and of course queen g2, another our goal, and of course black position is completely winning. That's why take on e3 is not possible for white, but now in this moment Reti decided to play knight f3, and knight f3 also not the best move, because after take on b5, queen b5, knight c3, and Alekhine continue attack on the king side. And then queen b7 in the case of attack for c7, and of course black's dream, white's dream is to exchange queens, and yes, black should take on b7, but then knight e2, and even without queens black attack is so strong. So knight e2, king h2, and knight e4. Very good move by black. Rook c4, relatively a better protection, but then knight f2, bishop g2, and bishop goes to e6. Rook c to c2, and here and later, as you can see easily, white has no choice. So now forced move, knight g4 with the check, only one move, king h3, knight g5, king h2, and rook f3, and it's a game moment, it's a whole game. And of course if bishop f3, then knight f3, and then in the end black has extra piece, for example knight c3 and extra bishop and a pawn, and completely winning position. That's why after rook f3, after the sacrifice, Reti took on e2, but then knight g4 with the check, king h3, knight e3, discovered check with the bishop, then king h2, take on c2, take on f3, and last but very important move, knight g4 with the fork. So that's why let me show you some more possible moves. So white surrender, but how a game can continue. For example, rook f2, but then we can take on f3, and then another fork, bishop g5, and of course white doesn't have p3 move because of light square bishop. So bishop controls on b3, that's why next move is bishop b7, for example rook f2, bishop b7, and extra bishop and pawn for black, and winning position of course. So very good game by Alexander Alekhine, and I hope that you enjoyed, and also maybe you can knew some more interesting moments.